listen, hey, 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 listen.
So Skyrim's fun, eh? I don't really know what I'm going to be doing in terms of videos for Skyrim. I'm not planning anything, but I've been recording stuff over the past week and a bit in which Skyrim's been out. Mainly it's been dragon fights, because that's been the more interesting stuff. But this is just some stuff I recorded earlier today. I left Whiterun for a bit of a stroll. I was trying to hunt some deer, and then of course the brilliantness of Skyrim is the fact that this shit happens all the time. I was just out to hunt some deer, and then a blood dragon decides to attack the western watchtower, and I don't battle it in the most effective manner, but the guards were helping me a bit. I was just sort of screwing around, not knowing what my hotkeys were, and ending up punching a dragon in the face. That is the difficulty with playing in third person, is that I can't see what I've equipped in my hand, so getting my hotkeys sorted out was on the fly was a little bit troubling. And I still haven't hotkeyed any potions, but in this instance I wasn't really in need of them, considering that the dragon was distracted plenty by the Whiterun guards, and it's probably one of the easiest dragon takedowns I've ever done. Despite having a Spriggan and a Sabercat attack during the battle, but that is the advantage of having allies. So this character that I'm displaying now is my second character, which I'm focusing on conjuration, well, conjured weapons, and familiars, Atronachs and that kind of stuff, and playing as sort of a battle mage, focusing on enchanting light armor and smithing, and alchemy as alternate skills. So this character's been fun. First character was of course my mistake character, my learning character, and I played about 29-30 hours on that guy, just sort of working out how everything plays out in Skyrim, and now I'm sort of taking a more serious approach with this character. And then something really weird happens during this battle. I think possibly it was supposed to go into an insta-kill animation, but my Atronach decided to flame blast the Sabercat, and I froze in place because the animation wasn't able to carry out. So that was interesting. But my flame Atronach's been a good pal to me. He's he or she, I think it's supposed to be female, but yeah, takes care of a lot of problems and is a good bit of extra range until I manage to find the conjured bow spell, which I haven't yet got. It's early days though, so there's lots to do. The smithing aspect of Skyrim, I think, has been a definite highlight for me. Part of the appeal of games such as Minecraft and way back in the day, the MMO RuneScape, was the variety and level of creation you could go into with such skills as mining and smithing and crafting, and that being a kid who played with Lego a lot and created a lot of things, this stuff has always appealed to me. So to see that Skyrim had changed the original armor repair type skill to a more active participation smithing mini-game sort of thing, I was greatly pleased about that, and I have spent a hell of a lot of time smithing. I've cut back in my second character a little bit. I mean, I'm still using the skill, obviously, but I've cut back because the rate at which I smithed with my first character drove my level up heaps, and I was somewhat weak in combat because I was level 20 odd before I actually started going out and exploring the more in-depth stuff. So I was getting my ass handed to me. So smithing is awesome, but in moderation. And yeah, those are my thoughts on that aspect of Skyrim. So this was my first battle with a dragon after the initial story battle. Spoilers. Probably should have said that first. Whatever. But if you haven't fought the first dragon in the story, then you're falling a little bit behind with Skyrim, I think, at this stage. This was... Obviously, I was very new to Skyrim. I was not so good with the optimization of menus, because I hadn't... well, I'd remapped the keys, and that is one of the drawbacks, is that key mapping doesn't seem to work for every single little function, so I had to tweak it a little bit. Now I have good key mappings. But at this stage I was still having to access all my weapons, spells, and potions from within my menu, which made battling a dragon a little less dramatic, because I'd just be jumping in and having a few hits, a few slashes with my sword, and then I'd be like, no, wait, potion time, menu, time to change magic, as you see. And yeah, not the greatest, but this was a very fun, albeit frustrating thing. The dragon turned out not to be the main issue in this area. This is SharePoint, by the way. If you haven't been to SharePoint, I recommend it highly. But I won't give you a reason why, other than you do want to check out SharePoint. And yeah, finally, nothing. Still trying to kill the dragon with weak-ass weaponry and spells, because I don't know what level I am. I'm probably, I think, about 7 or 8 at this point. Like I mentioned, I drove my my smithing up and leveled way too quickly for combat. But dragons, once you know how to kill them, not really an issue. Though I am missing a sort of dodge roll thing, which I think only is available through the stealth tree, which I haven't really explored. But yay, dragon souls! We love dragon souls. So this was the third battle I fought with a dragon. I recorded my first few battles with dragons because I thought, oh my god, dragons! So cool, must record every battle! I did record the first story battle that I mentioned, but that was an absolute horrible battle, because I fought it at night, and I had no idea what I was doing, and Whiterun Guard ended up killing the dragon. But this one was interesting. This is a long battle, mainly because I still suck at Skyrim, but the dragon didn't really like to sit down, and a giant was my buddy in this battle, and the dragon seems to have been going for the giant more than me, because I was still trying to get its attention at this point. He was just fighting the dragon and the bandits that are in... yeah, there we go. That was a result of the giant, I think, or something. I don't know where that guy came from, but that was quite the surprise. But yeah, there was the dragons who must have got into a tussle with the dragon initially, perhaps, and then the giant decided, fuck this dragon, I'm gonna hit it with my club, and rocked up, and an interesting battle ensued. And of course, I really suck at archery, and the dragon doesn't like to come near me, so I spent a lot of time chasing it. And I don't even think I get the killing blow, but it was a much more interesting fight, because watching the giants fight the dragons is always very interesting. I mean, I've since killed, I think, over my 2 characters, probably 11 or 12 dragons, I think. Probably not as many as a lot of people, but they became quite common with my first character. I have like a ton of unspent souls because I don't have enough shouts to spend them on yet. Or I have a couple of shouts that have not been appealing to me because I don't really use them. This is ridiculous. I'm just wasting arrows, not actually doing any damage. But my, is that cinematic. And then of course you get the very uncinematic view of grass. Because I can't aim for shit in third person. I think we're nearly done here. I think the dragon finally decides... Well, no, the giant finally decides to end this once and for all. Boom! And the giant gets all the experience points. And he just wanders off to kill me! Oh my god! I was so lucky that that wasn't a stomp move. See, that's sort of my initial experiences with Skyrim. I've done a hell of a lot more, obviously, but I've only recorded a very small amount of what I've done. Just for the purposes of putting together something like this to talk about Skyrim. And, yeah. I hope those of you who are playing it are enjoying it just as much as I am. And I hope that those of you who may still be tentative about Skyrim definitely look into it, because it's fucking amazing. And even with the few glitches I've encountered at this early stage, still doesn't mar the experience in any way. So yeah. Go Dovahkiins, go Fuzzrodar some dragons, and I will see you next video. So until then, have yourselves a good one, live long and prosper!